Alright, shooting fans, here we are with a video again to test steel and golf balls against some various rounds. I set up my box system same as last time. As you can see, the idea is to first go through some wood and some sheetrock and then through a piece of 1/10 of an inch thick steel, 12 gauge, before we move on to the golf balls to see how the stopping power goes. Remember, the steel is in front of 2 inches of foam, which should give it a little give and improve on the resistance to penetration. First thing I tested as follow-up to the last shoot was a box of golf balls. Now, set on edge, this is just 3.5 inches thick. I shot 2 rounds, round number 1, round number 2 through steel. Here we go, round number 1, round number 2. Now, 3.5 inches of golf balls is tricky because it's not quite thick enough to guarantee you're really going to hit a golf ball squarely. So you can see, one round stopped really with hardly a scratch. The other made quite the divot. A little disconcerting if that were coming through at you. So, 3.5 inches of golf balls, even going first through steel, not great. Remember, I'm starting with standard full metal jacket 223 AR15 round. So, spun the box around. Now, the same box is 4 inches sitting like this. Made all the difference. Hole number 1, hole number 2. I've spun the steel around. Hole number 1, hole number 2. Tore up some of the back because the balls want to move toward the cardboard and it's thinner on its side, but not a scratch, not even a hint. So that was nice. So 4 inches of golf balls, 223, pretty effective. Decided to try my M1 Carbine. This is a 30 cal, of course, just some standard full metal jacket ball ammo, and shot it once, spun it around, shot it again. Look at the difference in the hole sizes. You can see the 223s, but those 30 carbine, 30 caliber rounds, wow, put a big hole in you. Don't want to be shot with anything, but certainly not those. So, again, very good luck. Put a couple in roughly the same spot, which would be hard on a box. Nothing really out the back. It tore open just a hint, and this was lying behind it. So, obviously on its last gasp, out it came. So that's pretty conclusive. Both the 30 carbine and the AR15 stop nicely by 4 inches of golf ball when it first goes through 12 gauge steel. I thought I would try it first going through wood to see if that was enough, and the golf balls weren't crazy about that. Had a couple shots here and stopped it once nicely without going through, but the other put quite a divot in the steel. So obviously golf balls still needed some real steel help if they only start through wood. And the second box I put wood golf balls, and wood, again, these are 2x4s, nothing special about them. And again, one of them stopped with a scratch, one of them stopped with a little divot. You wouldn't have wanted to have been hit by that. So here are the holes in, here are the holes out. So my feeling is that if you only have 2x4s, 4 inches of golf balls, 2x4s, you're not going to want to be standing behind them because the bullet that made that divot is not going to feel good. But as long as you start with steel, knock that 3,000 feet per second down to something a little more tolerable, you're going to see some really good stopping power. And as I said, the 30 carbine, nothing really came out the back. So there you have it. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you can think of something I've forgotten, please leave it in the notes below, and start stocking up on golf balls and 12 gauge steels if you've got some rounds to stop. Thanks, bye-bye.